cheat challenge. It's the cheat challenge. It's the cheat challenge. It's the cheat challenge. King Buddha, it's never too late to awake you. King Buddha, it's never too late for mistake to. King Buddha, it's never too late to awake you. King Buddha, it's never too late for mistake to. King Buddha, shut up or shut up. King Buddha, shut up or shut up. Fuck.
What it do, what it do, what it do, chat? Welcome to today's live. We are back, we're back, we're back. You already know it's the Cheat Challenge, and we live on Twitch, man. We just trying to grow our Twitch right now, chat. So I hope you guys are, feeling supportive today and shit like that. Know what I mean? So today we got DTG with us, and you already see what it is. We just trying to get it in, and I don't know, man. We just trying to do something different, you know what I mean? So we just trying to like two content creators trying to put our heads together and trying to figure out something worth, you know what I mean? Something worth investing our intellectual property into. And I'm gonna show y'all the intro that I put together for the cheat challenge. You know what I mean? So you guys can check this out and entertain yourself with this. Tell me if you like this. This is some new shit right here, right here, right here. You feel me? Dun, dun, dun. It's the cheat challenge. Dun, dun, dun. You ready for this? Yeah, as usual. Whoa, wait. If you were shaking your head or anything like that, like auditorial signs, nobody could see you. I have a million screens in front of me. I don't even know what you're doing. I do know that when I talk to you and you don't reply, you're on your phone. I could put money on that. I could rewind the stream and look at him. I guarantee you I'll be right. That part. So I don't even know why you told me you wanted to do this if you didn't want to. I'm talking to myself. What do you mean whenever I'm ready? Whenever I'm ready to what? Keep talking to myself? Just fucking ask you a question, bro. No, I didn't. I'm about to play you this new intro. Have you seen it? You made me end my stream and start a new stream so we could start fresh, right? Why are you still doing the same shit? So what is it? You can't hear me? So then what is it when I ask the questions that I have to wait like 20 minutes? You want me, what, you want me to show you the stream what I'm talking about? The part of the stream I'm talking about where we were just waiting for you to talk and then you're like, what happened? I'm ready when you are. I said, yeah. Any of that shit? You want me to rewind that part for you? Okay, cool. That's what I want you to understand. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? You take the fun out of doing anything. Yeah. Right? Bothered you all that time so you could see something that short. Yeah. That was the whole point. And it took 30 minutes to get you to see something that only takes 15 seconds. How fucking crazy is that? Let's see. Well, looking for something to watch or listen to. Because I'm just getting anxiety. And the more anxiety I get, the more I get like itchy. And the more itchy I get, the more I destroy my face. No, it's tolerating other people that yeah, I want to do something, and then I listen to them, and then I'm roped into the bullshit about having to understand why they're ignoring or they can't hear me or they don't know what they like. Oh, like just if you're not gonna you're not gonna be part of the show, just don't fucking bother me. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be part of the show, then be part of the fucking show. That means you're listening for somebody to talk to you. That's because only us two. Who else is here? What? Yeah, try your best not to pick up your phone and look at the bullshit. Because if you do, just let me know so I can fucking bang it on this shit already. I already did it once. Like the whole point was that why do I have you here if you are busy doing something else? It's no point. Makes no sense. Fuck are you doing? I never seen that shit before. I'm gonna come into work. I'm just not gonna work today. I'm gonna sit right here in front of everybody while everybody just walks around me to go serve tables. But I'm not working today. I'm off. What is this? That's- Whatever the fuck that was. What's up? No, you ever seen the video? I don't make music videos like that. So when you say something like that, you just don't make any sense. Videos? I haven't done no videos. That's the intro to my show. What are you talking about? Yes, a music video. See, when you pay attention to the question, you understand what people are asking you. What is this? This might be the video. No, it's 15 seconds. Okay. I wonder where it is. Let me see if I have it in CapCut. I wonder if YouTube Studio will show it to me. This one right here. I don't know if they'll show it to me though. This one right here. Can you see this? Of course not. This this one. No, that's not it. This one right here. Can you see this? What if I do this? Can you see that? Backwards? Oh, okay. Now let me know when you're done. I see that you're using your phone, so you must be busy. I'm not gonna be intrusive and be like, "Oh, please watch this. Please watch this." Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Take your time. All you got all the time in the world, girl. Knock yourself out. Waiting for me. Really? Because I was the one asking you, can you see something? So I'm the one that's asking you if you can see. I'm waiting for you. Anxiety, bro. I just ask for patience, God. Just give me some patience. Yeah, I'm glad that you're a person who acknowledges it. That you're a person who induces more patience than any patience any person may need. Cause I swear to God, I never in my life needed to do anything for anybody but myself and my kid. You know what I'm saying? And my kid is kind of self sufficient. You just like to be like, let me disrespect you while asking you for a favor. And I don't know who taught you that shit was cool. I always tell people never spit, never insult the chef. You know what I mean? So that use that as a metaphor in life. Like, never disrespect the person you're asking to help. Never talk shit to somebody that you telling that you could do better. Never ask to listen to ask to be taught something when you're not even paying attention. Like, it's just it's called it's called I think in a bigger thing it's just lack of gratitude. It's just you just don't give a fuck. And like me, when I don't give a fuck about losing something, I really don't give a fuck. You know, I think that's where it is. When you start, I think by the time you start giving a fuck, you might notice that you lost a lot more than you actually wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And it won't be because you didn't give a fuck on purpose. It's just the fact that you didn't give a fuck and didn't even notice that that's what you were doing. I mean, and it's okay. I lost great jobs in my life like that before I knew that I even had an opportunity. Now I look back and like, damn, 20 years ago, I used to work for Major World. I would have been rich by now. Damn, I used to sell timeshares on fucking Newport Beach in Miami. I could have been rich by now. But you know what? Sometimes you don't even notice that you're fucking up a blessing. So that's why I'll be trying to wake you up because I don't know if everything else is so important that you don't give a fuck if you fuck up this blessing here. You know what I'm saying? But I be trying to save you from doing what you think that you could pull off, from thinking that you could be on the phone and you could make me think you're not on the phone. Like, trust me, man, G. If you cannot pay attention to what we're doing, then don't do it. That's it. Because it's not like we're on the watching this shit 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a moment we stop and we smoking and we talking shit about the situation. You could grab your phone and look at it. But you want to be on your phone, mute me, turn the camera off, and then be on that shit. Like I'm not gonna notice that you're on something else. You know how stupid it sounds because all I have to really do is pick up my phone and go to Bigo and see you. So then if you're not hiding it, then why are you muting it and blocking your camera? So if it's so then you're blocking it. Yeah, you're hiding it because it's disrespectful. Because if you weren't hiding it, you would just leave the camera and the mic on. That's not hiding it. What you said is the opposite. You say you wouldn't hide it, but then that's exactly what you did every single time. You understand? So I'm trying to tell you, if you feel like that's so important, then go the fuck on. Nobody's forcing you to be here. Remember, you're the one who called me and was like, yo, let's jump on stream. And I said, yeah, sure, because I want you to get used to this. But if you can't seem to understand that you can't have Beagle in one hand and then be on this, then how the fuck are you going to learn? That's what you do at work? You're at work and then you're also on Google trying to find a job? And then you wonder why you get fired. And you wonder why you mhm, and you wonder why you've never been in a job for more than 5 years. Exactly. And you wonder why? Because you have no discipline. You don't know what it is. This is why you think you could disrespect the stream. Because you have no discipline. You think you just, well, fuck this bullshit. I'll just leave. And that's why you're such a great singer. Because that's the type of work discipline that you put towards your career. You don't learn anything at work which you cannot apply to your real life because you think whatever you do at work is like that's just work. No, that's how it works in business. And even though you're a low entry person who's working for somebody, you still have to know how to move because it's the nobodies that hold the umbrella for the everybody's that end up being the somebodies. Why? Because they move accordingly and they do their job so good that everybody's like, I'm impressed that you get paid shit. You do nothing. Your job is barely nothing, and you're so great at it. But people like you who have the arrogance, they're like, I'm the one that leaves the job. Nobody would be inspired to work with you because you seem to have at some point in time the decision where you will decide that this is not for you. Oh fuck everybody, I'm leaving. So who the hell would be inspired to have you? Who would put money on you if tomorrow you wake up and be like, I don't want to do that no more? Hey, Des, here's $1 million. All you got to do is stream 2 hours every day. And then the next day, you're like, but I want to be a chef. I want to do the food review. I don't want to stream. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the what you're teaching yourself without noticing that that's what you're teaching yourself. You're getting so used to that horrible behavior, and since you got a bunch of yes men around you that say anything just to lick a fart out of your ass, those motherfuckers are the ones that got you gas. Like, oh yeah, that is a great idea. You should just quit. But when I worked, I only had one job, and I did that until I retired myself. Okay, and when I was in my 20s, I was doing what you were doing, but I didn't have somebody like me trying to tell me there's a better way out. So once again, we're fucking waiting on you. In case you thought you were waiting on us. We'll know you're here when we see your fucking face, Mo. That's how we know you're here. You know that? That's how it works here. Your presence is known by your face and your voice. If you can't be present with your face and your voice, then why the fuck are you streaming? That's the first rule in Bigo, isn't it? You got to be on camera, right? Or else they boot you off the live because you're not there. Isn't that how it works in that ragtag bullshit? You were on it all day. Stop fucking playing with me. You don't know about it, but you've been there for 3 hours. You said it on stream. Yo, you sound so dumb sometimes. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Let's just fucking watch the video, yo. You're always doing some real fucking out of pocket shit, my nigga. I don't need patience to deal with this. I just need to find better friends. Cause you're a great friend to Jason. You're a great friend to everybody else. It's over here that you need some kind of help to try to stay on point. What the fuck are you doing with your camera, yo? You want to explain to the whole fucking to everybody viewing what the fuck are you doing? Oh, then put the rotation on your camera to rotate. Let me see. Oh man, only Destiny. She was gonna explain me that she couldn't that her camera don't do that. Thank God that she didn't even start, right? Because that would have been just like redundant. God, I really need like I need a volume is what I need. What? I'm gonna get a heart attack one day. Watch. Fucking with you. I get myself stressed out. I'm glad that that's how you see it. Yeah, I'm happy you see it that way. Yeah. Okay. Another hour to watch a 2 minute video. And that's DTG, ladies and gentlemen. DTG, everybody. Give it up for the realest food, the realest eats. Finally has 2 minutes to show us some attention. Let's give her a show. That debuts on I'll tell you right now. February 15th. February 15th. Yeah. For the Valentine's people ain't shit. And what we was watching? We was watching some other shit. I was watching that body cam shit. This shit right here. This shit is crazy. Two little twins that are dead. And you can see them running around. Look, you watching this shit? The Spooky Twins. There it goes. It disappear. Look. Uh-huh. Yo, that shit even touched them.
Vanished woman.
Oh no.
A traffic
that's
officer in
wild.
Memphis, Tennessee, pulled over a woman after she ignored a couple of red lights. Initially, she confronted the driver for her license and registration after asking her a couple of questions. Just as she looked away to proceed and verify them, the woman suddenly vanished out of thin air.
Stop signs.
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
The officer was caught in surprise and desperate for answers, even after reviewing the body camera footage several times.
That's
Was she
crazy.
a ghost or spirit that was in
That's
physical
crazy.
form? Are the kind of questions that were started to run
She could
around.
have ran inside one of the
3201.
No, that was too fast. That was too
The
fast.
dispatch. Hi.
That was way too fast. You crazy?
Satanic ritual
That was way
are the
too
kind of
fast. Look.
times. Was she a ghost for
No.
answers?
Sarah?
Back.
Look.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is
expired.
What the?
Sarah?
That was
The officer
way
was
too
caught in
fast.
surprise and desperate for answers, even after reviewing the body camera footage several times.
That bitch
And
was in
desperate-
3D too.
What?
Like
Oh my
this.
God.
Sit tight, Sarah.
See?
I was
Look.
just headed to a friend's house.
I was just headed to
The
a
woman
like
suddenly
had a
vanished out
conversation
of
with the
thin air.
bitch.
Stop signs.
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally.
He probably
right there.
died in
It's,
that stop sign.
Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Probably got crushed by a car.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
The officer
probably
was
died
caught in
like that.
surprise and
And that's why
desperate
she-
for
she
answers,
always
even
flies
after
by there,
reviewing the body
heading to
camera
her
footage
friend's house.
several times. Was she a ghost or
Maybe.
spirit that was in physical
Oh
form?
my
Are the
God.
kind of
That
questions that
gives
were
you-
started to run around.
Is it jittery?
3201. The
No.
dispatch. Hi.
Satanic ritual. In Calgary, An off-duty officer recorded an unsettling incident in his neighborhood that later drew widespread attention. The footage appeared to show a large, shadowy figure confronting a man, forcing him backward as he screamed in distress.
What?
The man could be seen striking the ground repeatedly and reacting defensively whenever the shadowy form seemed to approach him. Toward the end of the clip, he lunged toward the figure and began moving erratically. After the video circulated, viewers offered various interpretations, with some suggesting a ritualistic act and others proposing a psychological or visual explanation. The true nature of the incident was never
Oh
confirmed.
my god. That's stupid. That is scary sound.
Representative of devil.
I'm just gonna stare at him then. Okay, right.
A former police officer reported witnessing an unsettling scene outside a
A
church
police
late at
officer.
night, which he managed to partially capture on video. The footage showed several jet-black humanoid figures standing motionless near the church entrance, each appearing to have horn-like shapes on their heads. As he continued recording, a truck passed through the area, and the figures suddenly vanished without a trace. Moments later, the recording ended abruptly as the witness retreated in fear. The officer later claimed he believed the figures were dark entities meant to lure people near the church, though no explanation for the sighting was ever confirmed.
You saw it disappear? That's pretty fast.
Imagine being able to build
That's
an
pretty
app with
fast.
your
If that's a
name on it
person running,
just
that's
by
they
thinking
running
about it.
fast.
Meet Base 44, a complete
They running fast. Fuck.
Witch in White. A clip dating to April 8, 2019, shows an unusual moment at Galerías La Paz, a shopping mall in Mexico. A security officer had completed his routine patrol without noticing anything out of the ordinary, but upon returning to the surveillance room, his partner asked if he had seen a woman dressed in white. When the officer said he had not encountered anyone, they reviewed the CCTV footage together. The recording appeared to show a woman in white present during the patrol, despite no one being seen in person. Could it be some witch or a ghost that appeared in a physical form? Chasing shadow.
Huh.
A tenant from an apartment building in Dunhuang City, China, was randomly recording until this really weird shadow was seen. A night guard who was leaving after the end of his shift didn't know that he was being followed by a shadow or a ghost that was hovering several inches from the ground. It never got too close to the guard, but still raised suspicion and concern that the tenant kept on recording. Later in the day, the same shadow once again surfaced on one of the security cameras. Bridal ghost.
Oh.
In New Jersey, an off-duty
New
officer was
Jersey.
walking his dogs late at night
New
when they suddenly
Jersey.
began acting fearful and agitated,
That's
as if
gross.
sensing something unseen. As he tried to calm them, a humanoid figure emerged nearby, its presence marked only by a shiny white wedding dress that stood out in the
Oh my
darkness,
God.
while no clear body features could be seen. The dogs retreated behind the officer, refusing to move. After a brief moment, the figure
Wow.
slowly walked away, allowing the officer to return home safely. When he later shared the experience with family members, they associated the sighting with a bridal ghost described in South Asian folklore. Vanishing figure.
Okay, so right, I'm looking at this. I think there's a woman standing there.
Okay, let's just see if she's still there. Yeah, she's definitely still there.
A tourist in an apartment complex in Yishun, Singapore, who had stepped outside of his room for a smoke when he noticed something that caught his attention. He spotted a feminine-type figure who, according to him, had been standing idly at a single
Yeah, looks
spot
like a
for
woman.
over an hour. In concern of the reason why, he decided to investigate despite the fact that the figure looked quite creepy. He went on to the other building and on the same floor, but the creepy figure mysteriously happened to disappear completely, almost as if she was surveilling him. House disturbance.
Wow. That is so fucking weird.
This place definitely gives out some creepy vibes.
What?
After a 911 call was
A
made by a
shadow?
concerned neighbor in Frankfort, Kentucky, who reported hearing a disturbance at a house whose owner was out of the country. Once the officers arrived on the scene and were looking around with flashlights, the body cam of one of them picked up the silhouette of a shadowy figure that seemed to be staring back at them. The officers didn't notice it on the spot, as it may not have been visible to the naked eye. Rather, they looked for signs of breaking in.
This place definitely gives out some creepy vibes.
Hey, yo.
Keep seeing shadows walking by. What the
Haunted vehicle chase.
And these are cops saying this.
Body
This is
cam
not like
footage
some
from
random
two
people.
police officers in Manchester who were pursuing a suspicious vehicle. While chasing the vehicle, it suddenly stopped next to a wall, whereas the officers were expecting it to turn into a foot chase. But no one happened to be anywhere around. This
Oh.
got even more bizarre as no one was inside the vehicle, and
Oh.
also that it was locked completely. A wall next to it would have made it impossible to escape without being seen. The moment left them both surprised and confused, who kept looking around for answers. The driver is speculated by many to have been paranormal. Terrifying occupant.
I would have broke those windows.
In Mexico City, police officers were checking out a cabin after a call of a possible robbery that was made in one of the other houses nearby. Once the officers were done looking around the original location, they started to hear a disturbance from one close by as they surrounded it and were about to make their way in when one of them noticed its very terrifying looking occupant that briefly moved inside. Upon seeing it, they sprinted away in fear and later described it to be something very similar to a typical skinwalker.
Oh,
but
what
this
the
one
fuck?
was only bigger.
What is that?
Lorona sighting.
A skinwalker, some
In a
creature
remote
that
village in Peru,
has
residents
skin, but
reported
it
hearing
ain't
the
us.
loud crying of a woman, prompting local police to investigate. When officers arrived and reviewed their dashcam footage, they were
Ooh.
met with a startling sight. A lone figure in the distance, walking barefoot along the road in a flowing white gown. As the officers approached, hoping to offer help, they were struck with horror. Her skin was pale and withered, and her eyes appeared completely devoid of pupils. Frightened, the officers retreated quickly. Locals speculated about the figure, with some calling her La Llorona from Mexican folklore, while others suggested it was merely a woman in costume. To this day, the incident remains unexplained.
What if you can create your own website?
What
by
if I
saying,
don't?
This is what I want. With Wix, you can.
What the fuck up?
Paranormal interference.
Oh, hell no. This is what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I'm talking about.
A security officer working a night shift at the San Francisco Armory reported an unusual
Why you
incident
work
while on
night
duty
shifts for?
January 7th, 2019. After hearing unexplained sounds resembling chairs being moved inside the lounge area, the officer began recording as he walked through the building. Each time the sounds occurred, he paused to listen. During one of these moments, the two main lounge doors were seen opening
hell
inward
no.
on their own. At
Hell
the time,
no.
the officer was
Hell
alone
no.
inside the armory, and a later check confirmed that all windows were securely closed.
What windows open a door in? What kind of shit is that? Those doors opened in. What kind of fucking windows?
Ghostly soul.
What kind of wind does that?
While examining street surveillance footage for a case, a
Oh,
prosecutor
no.
noticed
Oh, no.
something
Oh,
unusual
no.
in the recording.
Oh, no.
A shadowy, human-like figure appeared
No.
suddenly in the roadway,
There's
moved
no way.
briefly across
The
the
fuck
scene,
is that?
and then vanished as abruptly as it
Oh,
had
hell
appeared.
no.
The figure had no clear source
No.
and did not resemble any visible
No.
pedestrian or vehicle. Some observers later speculated that the
I will
image could
run.
be linked to a man who had
No,
died
look
in
at
a
that
car
shit.
accident on the same road, while
Nigga's
others
translucent.
suggested it may have been the result of camera distortion or lighting
Yeah,
effects.
yeah,
The
no,
incident
I don't think so.
remains
That
unexplained.
shit is walking.
Spirit residing. At a police station in Chile, officers reported a series of unusual occurrences that drew attention during a night shift. CCTV footage from one such incident showed a door opening on its own, followed by a faint, mist-like form drifting through the doorway. The shape appeared briefly before fading from view. An officer later approached the area to investigate, but found no one present. After closing the door, she returned inside. Some later speculated that the unexplained activity might suggest presence, though no clear explanation was ever found.
Yeah, nigga, that's scary, motherfucker.
Hovering shadow.
I'll be scared too.
Nah, I'm good. I wouldn't get that.
Hovering shadow. You gotta see the guy talking to the
At
ghost.
the entrance of a
One guy
Malaysian
talking
police
to a
station,
ghost.
a security camera captured an unsettling scene. The footage showed a shadowy figure of unknown origin hovering just above the trees near.
There's a one that is a guy. He's a fucking security. He's talking to the ghost, and his boy is on the monitors watching him, talking to nobody. And he asked him, "Yo, who are you talking to?" And he said, "Yo, I'm talking to the tenant from the so and so." And the guy says, "Yeah, that guy died 2 weeks ago." He's like, "Nah, the nigga's right here in front of me."
The entrance. At first, it appeared to be moving toward the station's checkpost, causing concern among the officers monitoring the feed. Moments later, the figure drifted away and vanished into another line of trees, leaving no clear explanation for what had been seen.
Niggas is tripping right now, like, yo, look, watch the doors, watch the doors, watch the doors.
However, hours after these moments, some unusual activity started to follow at the same police station, where 3 officers were at the front desk, talking and attending to their tasks, when both entrance doors suddenly swung open on their own. As one officer approached the wooden door, it unexpectedly closed by itself. He entered to investigate, but found no sign of an intruder. The other officers quickly gathered, shocked and puzzled by what had occurred. Since then, similar unexplained incidents have been reported at the station, and no official explanation has ever been provided. Ghost Girl.
Ghost Girl. Oh, this is crazy.
Just outside a funeral home in Wichita, Kansas, a body camera of a police officer who was making a stop captured something absurd. A glowing type of silhouette of ghost, or a spirit, that appeared as it brushed away quickly. Officers as well managed to see it only after having the clip played in slow motion. It looks like this could be the wandering soul of a recently deceased girl. Ghosts 911 call. In the quiet early hours of August 11th, 2018, just before 3:30 a.m., an unexpected 911 call reached the Pueblo Police Department. The call disconnected almost immediately, but was traced to Imperial Memorial Gardens, a funeral home and cemetery along West State Highway 78. When dispatchers tried to call back, the line responded only with static and faint, unrecognizable sounds.
Yeah, put it sideways. Sideways. Put your camera sideways, it's better. There you go. You just put it on top of something like
An officer
a
was
book
sent to check the
or a
location
box
and found the grounds locked.
or a
dark, and
pillow. Grab a
completely
little
still.
pillow.
No signs of forced entry or movement were discovered. With no clear explanation for the call, the strange incident at the funeral home was left unresolved. Hawkins Lab.
No way. Fucking
There's
told
no
you.
way.
You thought it was crazy.
It's moving. I can see it. It's closing.
A team of teenage security workers recorded an unsettling incident near Hawkins Lab in Georgia after noticing something unusual. They began filming when a door started opening and closing by itself, despite the air being completely still. Moments later, they captured footage of a motionless figure standing on a balcony, silently watching them. The figure appeared humanoid, dressed in dark clothing, and wore a white mask. Frightened by what they saw, the teens quickly left the area before the figure could move any closer.
Figure.
No, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay, so you. Please, I see a dark figure moving. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Tree spirit.
Ooh, we got that reggaeton. Today, we're gonna be making beats you guys send me, okay?
They targeting us.
While patrolling a park in San Francisco, police officers noticed an unusual tree that immediately caught their attention. Carved into the trunk was what appeared to be a human face, with clearly defined eyes, nose, and lips that remained visible both in light and shadow. The striking resemblance was difficult to overlook. Nearby passersby told the officers that the tree was locally known as the Spirit Tree, a nickname given because of its eerie, lifelike features.
That's crazy. That is
Shadow
insane.
of Ghost.
Nah.
Oh shit. That's too much.
A night security guard unknowingly captured a chilling encounter while investigating a series of strange events at Tomás Adolfo Duco Stadium in Buenos Aires, Argentina, May 16, 2018. Raul Arguello, 32, had been recording on his phone to catch whoever was repeatedly opening and slamming shut a dressing room door. When he opened the door, no one was inside. But as he continued filming, a shadowy figure suddenly appeared, moving swiftly across the benches from left to right before vanishing into the wall. The fleeting glimpse of the ghostly presence left the guard shaken, and the incident remains unexplained.
Now that is crazy. Hell no. Not
Fountain
tonight.
Spirit.
Yeah, no, that's
This footage
Have you ever seen ghosts before? Or in your house there? You never heard like weird noises and shit?
I'll be hearing noises, but I never think it's a ghost. Back in the day in the Heights, in Washington Heights, when I lived with my grandmother, I used to hear a lot of shit.
Cause yeah, it'd be crazy.
And see a lot of stuff too.
And like you like what you saw.
Man, yeah.
Yeah. Like what you saw, like a shadow man, like what, do you see like an actual figure?
Like some sort of shadow. The doors would always be closing, and it would be like the summertime, like there ain't no wind, nigga. Like
What?
what else? When I would fall asleep, I would see like a tiger
What?
coming at me, like crazy shit, bro, crazy.
Oh my god.
captured by a school security
That's crazy.
And this is when
camera
I used to, when me and Des used to share a room, so I would be so
in
fucking
Michigan
scared.
on
I would be like, yo, sis, sleep with me. Sleep with me.
Like, nah, I cannot do this. This. I'm gonna go crazy in this house. I hear you. Here, sometimes it'd be weird shit. Like, I don't know. I'll be thinking that things. I see things out the side of my eye, but I don't really believe in ghosts. The other days, the shower curtain fell on its own, but I just attribute it to like maybe the condensation of the heat. You know what I'm saying? Probably, shrunk the wood and it got loosened. But I don't know. I'm not a big like. I can't say I don't believe in it. It's like, and like you know what I'm saying. Like it's a ghost. Like what? You can't do shit. He'll probably knock things over. You feel me? I don't know. I don't know. I guess ghosts don't really materialize much to me unless it's like a dream or some shit.
On June 25th, 2013, shows a strange and
3 days after my
unexplained
birthday.
phenomenon. A glowing orb repeatedly appeared near a drinking fountain, seemingly only manifesting whenever someone walked close by, almost as if replaying a lingering memory. Its eerie presence drew the attention of students, who began referring to it as the water fountain spirit. The mysterious activity remains unexplained, leaving both staff and students intrigued and unsettled. Supernatural creature.
Definitely unsettled.
A resident requested a security guard to lock his apartment after room service had finished. While securing the door, the guard briefly sensed something in his peripheral vision, but dismissed it at the time. Later, feeling unsettled, he
That shit
decided to review the
shapeshifting.
CCTV footage.
I don't know. That's
What he
kinda
saw
weird.
startled him. A small, shadowy humanoid figure appeared to move out from one doorway and vanish into another. When the guard shared the footage with a colleague, he was told that similar sightings had been noticed before, particularly during nighttime patrols in empty hallways.
That's insane. Okay, I quit today.
Today I'm recording vocals, then transforming them with
Yeah,
a
about
powered plugin Metamorph. This is a simple yet creative tool.
Graveyard spirit.
I'm always watching crazy shit
After
like this.
hearing echoes of screams from a nearby cemetery, he decided to investigate. As a safety measure, he chose to do so using a drone. After attaching a flashlight next to a camera that was actively recording, he dispatched the drone toward the source of the screams. Seconds later, he came across a smoke-like silhouette that, upon noticing the drone, appeared to rush away and disappear within moments. He could not find it again, despite making an effort to search the area. Haunted house raid.
Downstairs, clear.
A neighbor, worried after noticing unusual activity at a home whose owner was away on vacation, contacted 911 to report a possible break-in. Officers were dispatched and conducted a thorough search of the residence, but found no intruders inside. During the inspection, however, something unusual occurred when one of the doors opened on its own, without explanation. The officers also noted
He
intermittent
said the
issues with
door
their
opened
body
on its
cameras,
own.
which
Oh,
briefly
wow.
glitched or stopped recording. As they were preparing to leave the property, the sound of heavy footsteps suddenly echoed behind them, prompting a hurried exit. The incident was left unexplained.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Ghost intruder.
Oh,
On the
oh, you
night
saw
of
that hand
October
going like this?
19th, 2018, in Madrid, Spain, a security officer was patrolling a closed corporate office building when he
And that's
noticed
not
what
even like
appeared
that
to be
long
a
ago.
person
That's like
peeking
6,
from
7 years
behind a
ago.
corner on a restricted floor. The figure seemed to gesture with a hand, immediately drawing his attention. The officer rushed over to investigate, expecting to confront an intruder, but found no one there. With all exits locked and no clear way for anyone to escape, he searched the floor, but found no trace of anyone,
That's when
leaving
you
the
fucking trip up.
encounter unexplained.
Yeah, no, that's when you fuck up.
Investigators
What the
discovery.
fuck is that?
Former police detective turned private investigator Ali Aslan was searching for a missing relative when his trail led him to an abandoned guest house in a remote area of Cairo, Egypt. As he
Oh, wow.
moved through the dark building, he heard strange noises that he initially dismissed as rain. However, upon leaving the structure, he noticed the silhouette of a dark figure outside, suggesting that someone or something had been watching him from the shadows. Beasts Takeover.
Beast takeover.
In Lisbon, Portugal, on November 21st, 2023, a video shared by TikTok user at Canalex TV showed a disturbing moment involving a man who had been arrested and placed in the back of a police vehicle. In the footage, the man behaved erratically, speaking in Portuguese in a manner that the bystander who was getting a statement felt it to be unlike anything human. Some interpreted his behavior as if he were under the influence of a powerful, unknown force. While the circumstances leading up to the arrest remain unclear, the clip drew attention due to the man's intense statements directed at the officer, leaving the incident open to speculation rather than explanation. Chosen by Ghost. A security camera at El Milagro Market in Ventilla, Peru, captured a strange and unsettling event that quickly drew attention on June 7, 2024. The footage shows a guard patrolling an empty corridor before stopping and appearing to speak to someone. Later, he explained to reporters that he had seen a little girl standing alone and, thinking she was lost, tried to comfort her while asking her to wait for her mother. However, the video revealed that no one else was present, showing him talking to empty air and leaving the incident unexplained. Open discussion. This picture and video was taken on October 9th, 2025 by deputies from the Kendall County Sheriff's Department who were tracking a stolen police car while looking for the culprit and made an unexpected discovery. Inside the vehicle, they found a woman who appeared to be possessed, sitting in the driver's seat and staring at the officer with an unsettling smile. At that moment, it became clear to the deputy that something was deeply wrong. As he approached, his camera abruptly stopped recording, leaving what happened next shrouded in mystery.